Hi guys, Mitchell here, Mitchell, Minnesota. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my week 33 post-op bariatric video. I practiced it too and it didn't come out right, but if this is something that you're interested Okay guys, so I am so glad you are back with me. If you are new to my channel or just stopping by, I implore you to subscribe if you find any of the things that I have to say interesting. And if you are an old friend, thank you for coming back to see me. I had gastric bypass revision from lap band surgery on August 7th, 2018. I am 6 feet tall, 30 years old. My highest weight for the surgery was 273 pounds. My day of surgery weight after a 2-week pre-op liquid diet was 260 pounds. Last week I came to at 210 pounds, and today I come at you at 209.4, which is 209.6, which is a loss of negative 0.4 pounds. So about a half a pound. And I'm not mad at that. I am not frustrated with that. I think those of you who have been on this journey with me know that some weeks I lose, a couple weeks I've gained, and a lot of weeks I've stayed more or less the same. What I will say is that, because I try to post my videos on Tuesdays for the most part, and it's usually Wednesday when I'll drop down a pound or two. I saw last Tuesday, I posted my video, woke up Wednesday morning, woke up at 209.0. What? And then I came home, and then that night I wanted to see if it was the same, and it was not. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm curious to see what I will weigh tomorrow. I have lost a total of 63.4 pounds. So we're getting there. We're about 64% of the way to goal. The first 50 I'm sure was the easiest, 50 pounds. And I'm sure this last 50 is going to be a bit more challenging, as it may not come off as easily, which is fine, and it may take some more effort on my part, and that's part of the game. That's part of why we do this. Anybody that tells you that this is the easy way out is either A, a liar, or B, ignorant to what the reality of any type of bariatric surgeries are. So take that for what you will. What do I have in my notes? So my eating is, I am trying to distance myself from the emotional aspect of eating. I'm doing a pretty good job. Eating is for sustenance, not for entertainment. And that is something that I've struggled with my entire life. I'm sure many of you have as well. I really like to stop eating by about 6. Dinner's usually I've made it by about 5 o'clock. That gives my husband an hour to kind of graze and me time to kind of get everything done, have some dinner, and then I really try to keep that 6 o'clock cut off. Do I keep it? No. In fact, the last couple nights I've saved my protein bar till about 7. So it's kind of in the middle there. So that is what it is. I don't think there's any like specificity that, oh, you have to stop eating by a certain time. That's just what I've decided to do in order to kind of curb myself from eating. I get up, well, not early, I get up around 6, 5:36, and I'll have my oatmeal as my steadfast meal that I have. Pretty proud of that. It's super yummy. I put some Truvia brown sugar on there and a little bit of cinnamon, and it's so good. It fills me up. I have the whole half cup every day, but that is one thing that I have consistently measured the entire time. Throughout the day, it's hard for me to measure things because, if I'm out and I get a small chili, like, yeah, I'll just eat all that because it's one serving, but it's definitely harder during the day. Not an excuse, but it's just harder during the day to do that. I think nibbling would be my downfall if I don't keep a handle on things. I'll find myself at the fridge, having a little bit of cheese or a little bit of meat, which compared to what I like to call now the before times, I'd graze on lots of stuff or just take it to the couch and eat it. And that's a really hard thing. Getting back into bad habits is not what I want to do. I think, and I've seen a lot of you guys too, like struggle with that. This last week, I have had some temptation, some chocolate temptation in my office. Let me put a video for you and you can see what I'm talking about. So that is a box. I also added the fire and the music to, you know, raise the stakes in that because I thought it was funny. That is a box of chocolate and cookies and crackers and Hershey's Kisses and Snickers and all sorts of treats that people bring in and buy, or, you know, they have it left over from holidays, or so it's always there. And I'm not at a place where I want to say to my team in my office, like, oh, can we move that because I can't handle myself? Like, of course, if I said that, I know that they would be so like, no problem, whatever, like, absolutely, they'd be so supportive. But at the same time, like, I have to be able to have something in the same room that I'm in, and be okay with that. And that's, I think, probably one of the hardest parts for me, is to be okay with that being there. I, you know, oftentimes look at it and I'm between 6 foot, 6'1". I'm not going to not be able to reach the candy at the top shelf. I work with all women in my office, so I'm the tallest person by quite a long shot. So when people have asked for some of the gals in my office have had to ask me to get the box down for them too. So, you know, take that for what it is. I'm going to completely move on to the next. Yeah, this is something else that I've kind of been looking at, like loose skin. And I know it could be a lot worse, but I've definitely got some loose skin here, which is good because loose skin means that we are losing. So yay, loose skin. I got it really bad on my thighs too. I just peeked at what either a tummy tuck or a butt lift would cost, and it is not in my price range. And I know insurance won't cover that, obviously. Nor do I believe that I need necessarily to have those things right now. I do want them, especially like my thighs. You know, I lose the weight in my thighs, and they are quite skin heavy, especially on the inner thighs. That's just where it all, you know, bunches or whatever. So that's definitely something to kind of think about. I'm not really a beach person anyway, or like a short kind of person anyway, but it's like I want to be comfortable and I want to feel more comfortable. Although my butt went away. That's sad. Like, rest in peace to wherever my ass went, so, because it's not here anymore. But my tummy's still around, so that's fun. Travel plans for summer. So I think I'm going to do a couple of videos about how a vacation looks. I've solidified all my plans. I am going to Brazil and maybe Buenos Aires from Brazil. I've never been to Argentina. I just always spent all my time in Brazil. So my friends and I really want to go to Buenos Aires as well. But they're beach people, so, you know, I'll go to the beach and hang out under the umbrella because I'm a ghost and I don't want to get burned, and I get burned really easy. But it's I don't know if any of you have had caipirinhas, the Brazilian national drink with cachaça, rum. In fact, even in my I have rum that I buy from Brazil every year and bring it back to last throughout the year, because that's very white trash of me, I know, but that's okay. I really want to do a series on like how to eat on a vacation. Of course, you're supposed to have fun. Like, vacations are about fun and some indulgences here and there. And of course, I'm going to be eating out of the normal. I get to go eat Brazilian food again, like authentic, real Brazilian food, and I'm incredibly excited for that. But I'm also really scared of it too. And I know a bunch of you little Kansas kitties gone on vacation. I've seen Mini-Me in Tennessee go on vacation on a cruise, I believe, and then to Italy. And a few of you have done some fun things. And even in September, if you remember my video, I went to Fort Lauderdale to visit my friends from Brazil that came to the United States to visit. And I did okay, but I was also a month out of surgery, so I was still under control. You know, all things are a go, more or less. I'm even enjoying some breads now, and I'm very excited about that. So there's a really big question that I've written in bold, you know, how to eat on a vacation. And I don't know where the limit is for what is appropriate to eat during a vacation. We will see. My friends know that I have had the surgery, the friends that I'm seeing, and they're, in fact, one of them has also had it in Brazil, so I'm completely in a safe place. And but Brazilians, you know, they force food on you, man. They are all about, you know, eat more, come mais, eat more. So we'll have to see what that is. This has been, you know, teetering over some eating and eating some naughty things, and I've had a couple Hershey's Kisses, and I've had some more than a couple crackers and things like that. And little Kansas Kitty was kind enough to text me today and ask me to be like, you know, accountability buddies for the day, which we've done before, and it's super helpful. You know, what are you eating throughout the day? How are you doing it? How are you feeling? What are your goals for the day? So it's, if you don't have that connection, I implore you to find somebody or text me, ask for my number, and I can be your accountability buddy too, because it is very helpful to go back and forth. And I know in Little Kansas Kitty's video, she has been talking about these Bang coffees, these protein coffees. So I went to GNC today because if I like them, I'll order them off of Amazon. But because this was $5 at GNC here in St. Paul, so I did not like that. But it is keto coffee. It says the whole can is 11 carbs. It's 2 grams of fat, 1 sugar, 20 grams of protein. As far as caffeine goes, it's like 300 milligrams of caffeine. So it'll get you going, I'm sure. I'm going to try it tomorrow and see where this gets at me, because I want to put it in the fridge, let it cool. And it's 5:24 now, so I'd like to be able to sleep tonight. So I'm going to try that. If I love it, I'm going to order a couple cases of it off of Amazon. So that'll be fun. So my NSVs for this week are pretty simple. Well, let me back up. I have a goal every day this week. I don't usually reach 10,000 steps. I know there's a lot of talk about like, well, why 10,000 steps? For me, I like the idea of 10,000 steps because it's attainable and I have to get there. It takes a little bit of extra work with me, but for me and my job, I get between 5,000 and 7,000 steps a day, typically. You know, a lot of you know I'm in early childhood special education. I work with babies a lot of the time, birth to 5 years old, so up through 5 years old. So a lot of the time I'm always on the floor with kiddos because that's where natural environment is. But too, especially lately, I've had just a lot of like very, very young babies. I'm not chasing them around. I'm on stationary on the floor. Yeah, I'm moving around a lot, but I'm not getting those steps in, and I really want to get those steps. So this week, I've made it a goal for myself to hit 10,000 steps every day, and yesterday was great, did it. I have a beautiful park, as I put the videos at the beginning of the video. I have a beautiful park by my home, and I was able to walk that. My husband walked with me today, and we got back, because I was at my desk most of the day today, so I'm only at 8,735 steps. Now, I know a lot of you probably get like way more than that a day, but for me and my job, you know, desk work, going to my car to a family's home, inside the home, on the floor. There's not a whole lot of work or a lot of time for that. At the beginning of the year, if you remember, I was able to section off some time to go walking around the pond by my work, and now that the weather is better again, I can do that again. So I'm very excited to do that. So that's my goal this week. So I'm hoping I'm going to hit. I'm not hoping, I'm going to hit it. My non-scale victory for the week is we have a hill by our house, and I was able to walk up the hill yesterday and today without feeling just dead, tired, out of breath, sweaty, gross, because I'm down 63 pounds. 63 pounds, holy shit. 63 pounds equates to a lot more on your joints and your knees and upward momentum. I felt like, this is embarrassing, but before walking up a hill, I was like, I tried to walk a little bit faster as I started walking up the hill, kind of like a plane taking off, because I'm like, I gotta keep this momentum, because my big butt is not going to keep up with everybody else if I don't kick it up a couple notches, being proactive on that. So definitely walking up the hill yesterday and today, feeling really good about it. Just continuing to do it. There's a lot of the week where I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. This is stupid. I'm tired. And that is not the best attitude to have. And I do not have the best attitude all the time. But I think being able to identify that and say, yeah, you don't have the best attitude all the time, but let's work on it. You know, catch these moments And I try to catch the moments that are good, revel in those moments, soak up those moments where you feel like, okay, I'm doing this for the right reasons. I feel really good. Bariatric surgery is not a quick fix, you guys. And I know I've said that a million times, but I keep hearing people say that it is, and it is not. We all know this, those who've gone through it. If you don't know Little Kansas Kitty's channel, go watch her. I mean, the girl runs like 50 miles a day. Not 50, but a crap ton more than I do. And that's something else I want to have as a goal, is to be able to enjoy jogging. I think for some reason, jogging is the only thing that I do enjoy at the gym. So being able to make it work for me is all my goal. I think that you guys, I want to thank you guys for your support and your kindness, and seeing all these wonderful things that are coming about for myself and for you guys. I love cheering on your successes, and I love listening when you have setbacks. And I really enjoy the time that we do spend together virtually. When I hit 75 pounds, I will be doing a giveaway. So what is that, 10, 11, 12, like 13 pounds away, I'll be doing a giveaway. And then at 100 pounds, we're gonna do a big giveaway too. That's all I've got for this week. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Continue to do good, continue to thrive, because that's what you're meant to do here. Have a wonderful week, guys, and I will see you next time.